Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. It's happening. We are streaming live from my parents' basement, where I did a TLDR live last night with Dad. Well, it wasn't really live. It was live to tape, so we shot it without editing it and put it on YouTube. People seem to like it.
Okay.
I think it's because it's 70s, or I'm sorry, it's 70s. I'm all flustered. Because I was born in the 70s and Dad turned 70, so I've got 7 on the brain right now.
I love the 70s.
Yes, you do, which is probably why you love me. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if anything had changed in the past hour, because it's prone to happen, especially when we get together. So if the stream stutters at any point, it's because we are relying on my parents' broadband, and hopefully it'll stay steady. We seem to look okay, and as long as we are getting comments, it seems to be that they can see us and hear us. Someone received the notification. Good, from the free Locker Gnome app available for both iOS and Android. And look at that. I got the notification as well. So it says we are going live on YouTube. We are here live on YouTube. I seeded the, invitation earlier on my social channels, and I think you did as well. If you had any questions to ask Diane and myself, I said we would be appearing live on TLDR on Friday. Now, the reason why I'm doing TLDRs live on Friday now, pardon me, is not just because it's fun to do, but also because so many of you have said that you liked it. And because we have been receiving 1,000 likes or more for the TLDRs live every Friday, we have a plan to do them every Friday, so long as you continue to like and comment and share. And of course, just be you. We just want you to amp up the you that you are. Okay, ready for some Q&A?
Ready.
We're going to try to keep our eye on the comments as they're coming in live on YouTube. I know Diana's question to you, as it always is, where are you watching?
Yes. Where are you guys watching from?
So tell us where you happen to be viewing this live broadcast, assuming you are. That's a guess. It's a total guess of whether or not this is actually working. I'm a little nervous, not just because I'm around you or anything, but because I'm not nervous about that anymore. I'm kind of used to each other. I have been farting lately, so let's not go into that though.
No.
One question from William Horde: thoughts on Yahoo blocking Tumblr's NSFW content? Hun? No thoughts. So Diana does not view NSFW content. She doesn't even know what NSFW means.
No. It means New San Francisco whatever.
So Yahoo is blocking Tumblr's New San Francisco whatever.
Why would they do that?
They don't, because they like old San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
That's a guess. I think it was inevitable. Duh. Hello, Yahoo, big brand, public. Why would they want not safe for work content on their network? Why? So, just doesn't surprise me at all. We'll see where Tumblr goes, though. It'll take a tumble likely after that. It's actually not safe for work.
Oh.
So if someone tags like a photo NSFW, you don't want to open it because it's not safe for work. Or a video, not safe for work. We're always, or okay, maybe not always, we're mostly safe for work, or we try to around here. I realize that was probably not a good question to start out with because I knew. Do you know what Tumblr is?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Okay, she's at least heard of it.
Sounds fun.
It is. It's like a blog.
Okay.
Only easier.
No.
Yeah. Well, I can't. That's the easiest way to explain it. It's like a blog with a built-in social network. A lot of people use Tumblr.
Should I get one?
You could, and then people will follow you, and you can post photos or repost photos and videos that you like, and that's usually what it's there for, as well as you saw, not safe for work content. Yeah, that's what. Are you looking okay? Okay, just making sure. She was making sure she looked good for everybody out there in the live video stream. Is your hair still okay?
Okay.
You're primped and proper.
Is my hair okay, guys?
Well, yes. If it isn't, don't let Diana know, please, because I'll never hear the end of it, and this is the last time she'll appear on the internet. Someone's watching from Ireland.
Wow.
Michael McNeil. Jake says you're pretty. Matt Potter is from Atlanta. Cole Cabral asks, "What do you think of the new Mac Pro?" I think it'll be nice because I don't care about what the computer happens to look like outside. I just want it to work and be fast. So
Mhm.
I think it'll be nice. What do you think?
Me too.
See, there you go. All right. Let's see. This is why we get along
Mhm.
because we're just on the same wavelength. Australia, SW Turner, Tarun Mall, and this was actually a question asked by someone else. Asks, "What do you think about cheaper iPhone rumors?"
I think it's a good idea for people that can't afford the alternative.
Yeah, but you can get an iPhone 4S for free.
But wouldn't you want the newest version
Yes.
and cheaper?
Yes. There's the analysis, spot on by Diana Pirillo. Deanna. Well, no, I'm just. It was a flub. I was.
It's okay. He's been in hot weather.
Oh God, you have no idea.
It messes with his.
Yeah, no, it was really hot today, and I mean it was like 90 degrees, and then I went into an area of the garage that was like twice as hot. Ugh. Oh, to Joshy 4, Seattle, Washington.
Oh, yay!
That is funny. All right, let's flip back to the questions. Feel free to keep pushing them in. Jim Pearson, I'm a relatively new daily vlogger. What advice would you give new daily vloggers who are wanting to attract new subscribers?
I say be yourself because people are gonna not like you either way or like you.
Yeah, you know what? It's true.
Mhm. Yeah.
They're going to not like you either way.
If you're too nice, they're like you're too nice. If you're too mean, they're like you're too mean.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Just be yourself, because either people are going to like you or they won't, and you can't change that.
And it's a lot less stressful.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hey Chris, and I'll throw this back to Diana as well. Pre 73 asks, what color would you choose for Yahoo instead of purple? What would you choose instead of purple?
Green.
Yeah, good choice. Why would you go green?
Because
What's your favorite color?
It's
Right,
my
I got it.
favorite.
Okay. Beyond that, is there any reason, or that's just it?
Because it's like environmenty.
There we go. So green is very environmenty.
What would you choose?
Green,
Why?
because it's your favorite color.
Oh.
Checking the list of questions coming in. Frank Angelone.
Hey,
Wait,
Frank.
it's Angeloni? I always screw this up.
I know.
I feel so bad. Anyway, Frank. He's asking, if you were the king of Spain, what type of humble food would you eat?
Oh.
What kind of humble food would you eat?
Wow.
I know what humble food I would eat.
You go first.
Humble pie.
What? I've never had humble pie.
Good. You don't want to eat humble pie.
I want some.
Hang on. Give me a second, folks. I gotta Google humble pie for Diana here.
Okay.
All right. Let's see if we can read the definition on
Ooh,
Wikipedia.
so far so good.
No, it was a rock band, but that it's actually like a saying. Give me a second. It's an idiom. You see it? To eat humble pie in common usage is to apologize and face humiliation for serious error.
Oh.
So I said you didn't want it. That's why, because that would mean you made a serious error, which you probably realized by,
Yeah.
knowing me
Yeah.
and then marrying me. I got the ring. Proof. Where's your ring?
Right here.
Okay, just making sure. I'm giving you, because in the vlog today, you didn't have the wedding ring. So I'm trying to
redeem.
Yeah, redeem you. Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
No problem. So now you're eating humble pie because see, you made a
Oh.
serious mistake. Yes. What?
Ryan Matthew.
Oh, Ryan, try it again.
Ryan Matthew Pearson.
There you go. How did you enjoy the Weird Al concert?
I loved it.
She did.
It was so much fun.
I enjoyed it too. That was my third or fourth Weird Al concert.
Yeah, and he was so nice. Not just, a good singer, but he's nice.
An entertainer. I mean, honestly, I think
Yeah.
everybody needs to take in a Weird Al show.
Yeah.
I believe it. I mean, it really. You'll go to another concert now, and you'll be like, "That's it." I'm serious. You will be so underwhelmed. I'm not kidding either.
I loved it.
And she doesn't even really listen to Weird Al that much, other than when I do. Like, you
Mhm.
usually put it on my. If you have like music on, you'll turn it to my Weird Al station on Pandora.
Yeah.
She owns most of the stations though on Pandora. Nelson T, nice hair and love your lipstick. So the lipstick is.
Thank you. I have it right here. It's called Hot Passion. Ooh.
I'm not really kissing,
They're
no,
not-
because it's like the lipstick would get on me. Would it? Or
Let's
is it?
put some on you.
I'll tell you what, Diana. We have 170 likes right now. If we hit 1,000 likes during the live broadcast, I will let you put lipstick on me.
Deal. Come on, guys. Yes, lipstick.
I'm just gonna
lipstick.
let them kind of go at it now. Bloop bloop. Joe checking in, watching from Nexus 4 in Dayton, Ohio. Zach Spoonamore asks, or it doesn't. He didn't. That wasn't really a question. That was more of a.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Alex Gardner, that's a nice basement. I hope they let you out. Yes, we have been out and about. But I thought it was fun as I was looking for locations to record TLDR yesterday. I was looking and went into my old room and I went into the dining room and I was like, I just could not find the shot. And then I came down here and I was like, God, there's a whole bunch of junk behind me. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm in my parents' basement. This is funny. So this week, and I think probably now when I visit my parents. From now on, we will be doing TLDRs live, or not all live. Sorry, let me take that back. We will be at least doing them from my parents' basement.
Yes.
Muhammad Yahanzeb Malik asks, "What do you think about life with a geeky guy?" Now, I'm assuming this is directed towards you because I would talk about living with myself.
I love it. I learn a new word every day.
Yeah, like. I'm elite.
I'm elite. And he's like a walking Google.
And I have to Google stuff all the time.
But.
And I can get to Google from here.
And he knows how to spell everything. Every word in the world.
Erything.
And he fixes everything for me?
Well, no, not really. You fixed the sprinklers.
I did.
Yeah.
When it comes to outdoorsy stuff, I try to do it.
Because it ain't gonna happen over here. Just, it will not.
But everyone should have one. Everyone should have a Chris.
Yeah, get your own. Well, I'm telling them.
Oh,
They have
yeah.
to get their own. Let's see here. Flipping back to the list of questions, John Tiernigan says, this wasn't a question, but I thought it was really nice. Because of you, I just bought the Dark Horse Deluxe Game of Thrones Stark Shield pin. You know all those things that I'm sharing on Facebook and Twitter, like products that I'm finding on Amazon?
Yeah.
People are appreciating the recommendations.
Cool.
Yeah, so someone bought that based on me just saying, hey, this exists.
That's awesome.
So I will continue to do that so long as you guys continue to like me doing those things.
Fix your hair, Diana.
Okay, do not listen to whoever Greg Eliasian is.
Is that better?
Hun, your hair is fine. He's doing that just to get you because he knows you're gonna freak out because he thinks that your hair. I'm sure he thinks your hair is normal. We're gonna watch Avatar tonight, though. I think.
Not just any Avatar.
Avatar in 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and on that television behind us, right back there. And this will be Diana's first time seeing the Avatar movie in 3D. Boy, some of these comments are coming in late. Either our stream is really lagged, or they're just like really not moving in very fast. They're just now telling us where they're watching from. Northern Ireland, 2:35 in the morning. Wow.
Whoa.
What did you think? Asks Robert me of Little Chris's vlog with your old cam. I haven't watched the old one. I watched the introduction of him showing that he got the old camera, which is kind of neat. It was fun.
I watched it too.
In this very room when I was a kid, my brothers and I would very frequently record video.
Really?
Yeah, we would. So it's strange now that I'm broadcasting live onto the internet from the same place. We used to lip sync to Weird Al songs.
That's funny.
Because I listened to Weird Al, my brothers listened to Weird Al. I don't think they do anymore. I'm the only one, I think. Yeah, it is funny. I could probably dig those up, but I don't own the rights to the music or broadcasting. Yahoo Answers is green though, according to Skylar Bunman. Jason Thomas, what is Diana's favorite thing about Iowa so far?
I would say the corn. It's everywhere. Everywhere.
Why do you love that?
Because it's delicious.
But you haven't even had any.
I know it's delicious. And I love the food. What else? The weather. I love the weather.
I figured weather would be right in there.
Yeah.
You need to stick your head up into the garage rafters. That's what you need to do. You'll get over this hot weather thing real quick. Oh, man. That was so hot. Yeah. Let's see here. If you could choose the new Google colors, what would you choose?
I would go with tie-dye.
That's kind of what they are now.
They are? Well, then pink. Like a bright pink. What about you?
Green. Why are you upset? You wanted to change Yahoo to green. Why not Google?
Because Google's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Oh, well, see, there you go. So she's theming it. Yeah, hot pink wouldn't be too bad.
mm,
I'd go for a hot pink Google.
yeah.
Why not? Chris, should I get an iPad, an Android tablet, or a Windows tablet for school? Well, if it's for school, you're probably going to want either a Windows tablet or an iPad. Because I would say most institutions or software that might be related to education is going to be primarily available on either one of those platforms. I would recommend asking fellow students which platform might be better for you, specifically in relation to that school. Unfortunately, there's no right answer. There's a lot of wrong answers, but that's all contingent on what school you're going to and what you want. Those are difficult questions. It's like someone. What's a common question that someone might ask you? What eyeshadow should I wear today?
Yeah,
Like,
that's tough.
It's
I mean,
what color lipstick should I get?
Depends on the weather, your outfit, the color eyes you have, what you're feeling.
And it's the same thing for choosing a tablet too. Yeah.
Arrest. Hey,
Oh, Arrest.
neighbors.
Up in Canada. Yes, Diana's been very happy with Arrest. Do you have any? Yeah, you have the silver nail polish
I
on.
do.
Show 'em.
That's the one Arrest
Let's make
got
sure
me.
it's in focus. Yeah, get a little closer. There we go. Hold it still. It should go in focus. Theoretically. No, here, let's pop behind your hand. Put your face behind your hand, hon. Put your face other way. There we go. Okay. Oop. We're getting the nails in focus theoretically. All right, there's the silver nails. All right, we can now come out from behind your hand. That's how we have to do it around here. Seriously, I'm troubled that you had the War Games IM SAI 8080 computer in your basement all those years. You might be Matthew Broderick. Dad was saying that we had that computer in that room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Wow.
I had no idea.
Like
Until last night when he was we were doing the TLDR.
Yeah.
He said, I had the computer, I kept it in there. I'm like, he says, Chris credits his grandfather. Well, it's because he had a VIC-20.
Yeah.
And I even showed Grandpa today, because we had lunch with him. You'll see it in the blog.
Yeah, he's so sweet.
I showed him. No, I have to dig for it. You may have to look on the screen.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I've done this before. I'm sorry, baby. Here, answer that question as I try to find this.
White Star Line 22 says, do you like Star Trek? I've only watched about 2 episodes, but I like them.
Good. Good.
My brother used to have the glasses.
Geordie LaForge.
Yeah.
This is what I showed Grandpa today, and I said, sorry about that, guys. Let's see if I can get it. It's kind of waiting for the brightness to adjust. There we go. We're in the dark now. That is the Lego My First Computer or something like that, second edition. Basically, it looks like a Commodore computer, but it's made of Lego bricks. And you can get it from Power Pig. He sells the sets, so you can get it for yourself. And I showed this to him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember that computer." He knew what it was. I mean, it was done so well. But I talked about that in TLDR. I think it must have been a few months ago now. But we showed him that, and he got a kick out of that because he had the VIC-20. And you guys have heard this story a few times if you've been in this channel for any amount of time. I don't think you're going to be able to put lipstick on me, though. Only 282 thumbs ups. Only 282 likes. And speaking of, before anybody complains, and I'm sure someone will, we cannot broadcast in HD because YouTube has not toggled that feature, at least not outside of beta. And the last time I had beta streaming enabled, it screwed up everything.
Yeah.
What are you recording with, Chris? This is the Logitech C920. Hang on, I'm looking it's on the back. I forget model numbers all the time. Hey, how's everybody doing in there? I think it's the C920. I just talked about it the other week. and it does a really good job. I would have preferred to use the built-in FaceTime camera on the MacBook that I'm streaming from, but the problem is the quality isn't as high. This is it's sharper on this webcam. It's a wider angle, and I think the microphone should be doing better than the one on my MacBook would have done, and hopefully everybody would agree with me. So keep the questions coming in. SP, this I think came by way of Twitter. If you had to change your first name, what name would it be? Diana?
That's a tough one. I think my name would be Lucky. What about yours?
Lucky?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta hear the backstory on this one. Why Lucky?
Like the Britney Spears song. Her name was Lucky.
Was she a stripper?
She was a star.
A lucky star.
Mm-hmm. Should I tell him that used to be my screen name?
Lucky Star?
Little Star. Lil Star.
And why'd you change it?
Because I grew up.
Oh. You probably wouldn't want to have the name Lucky.
I used to chat with people with that screen name.
So if you ever got chatted up by Little Star,
it was me.
did you have a number in there too? Like Little Star
07.
Why 07?
Because I like the number 7.
I thought you didn't like the 7.
I do.
Okay.
What about yours? What would your name be?
I don't know. This question was for you.
Oh.
I don't know.
Kit.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have gone with. I was going to really say that. But that's because Dad suggested it. I never really had a name that I would have chosen. Chris wouldn't be it, though. Someone says you're a beautiful woman.
Oh, thank you. What about Chris?
I'm a beautiful woman as well. I don't know if this is really a question, though. Diana, make Chris look like the Joker using your lipstick. That's not going to happen. We gave him a chance. You can't say we didn't give him a chance.
They still have like 10 minutes left.
Yes, you've got about, a little less than 10. We want to try to cap this at about a half hour. Do you watch The Walking Dead? I don't.
No.
We're not into zombies.
No.
Powerline Tech UK asks, I know people are saying that Chris treats you badly. Do you think that is true, or are you just both playing about?
I don't get why they say that. I think he's super sweet. We're just playing around usually when sometimes they're inside jokes, like when we're like stupid.
It's not. She really calls me stupid.
and
it hurts.
Whatever. We're just joking, guys. He's very sweet to me.
See?
He's making me say that. Just kidding.
I'm not making her say that. See here. Mariah Hunter, do you guys leave your iPhones charging all night? She asks, will it ruin the battery? I've heard yes and no.
I saw this tweet.
I did too. That's why I copied it down to make sure we can answer it. You can go ahead and answer.
I do leave mine charging all night, Mariah, and I don't really think about it.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, honestly, I'll get a new phone every year, even every 2 years, and be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I leave it charging overnight, if only because I use it and I will use it down. I mean, I've been charging and using throughout the day, and I'm at 94% now, which I'd rather be. Yeah. I'll let it run down every so often, but certainly if I'm traveling, I try to keep that thing juiced up as much as I possibly can, wherever I happen to be going. Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it, though. You wouldn't want to leave it charging all the time. Let it run down maybe every week or so. But certainly if you're someone who relies on your phone, I wouldn't worry about the battery dying. Chances are you're going to replace your phone before that battery dies anyway, or if you don't, you should be thinking that way, because a smartphone these days, like an iPhone, 3 years tops. Beyond that, and you're holding on to something and missing out on some pretty tremendous experiences, especially with the rumor of a new iPhone coming down the pike that's a cheaper, quote-unquote, cheaper one, which is basically, I mean, I think most people would go that route because it's more affordable and has pretty much the same types of experiences, generally speaking, that you would want from an iPhone.
And if you dropped it and cracked it,
right,
you wouldn't
be out
feel like, ugh, there goes.
Yeah. See, I would recommend, I would probably, and I don't know anything about the new devices, but I would probably be inclined to, like I have this generation, people have asked, well, should I get the 5 or go with the 4S? I'm like, go with the 4S. I mean, unless you really need something, or you're living on that bleeding edge, because it's free on the contract. It's free. I'm like, well, you're pretty much getting the same kind of experience. I mean, there's going to be subtleties, but of course, then if you don't need to be on the bleeding edge, you don't. Why spend that premium, especially if it's going to cost you? So I think Apple's making the right decisions if that rumor turns out to be true. And I don't like talking about rumors because inevitably what'll happen is, I've said this before, they won't do it, and then everyone will be mad at Apple for something they never said they were going to do in the first place. And that's not fair.
Right.
That's like you getting mad at me for saying, or that's like you getting mad at me thinking that I was going to get you cake when I never said that I was going to get you cake.
But I just thought.
You just thought that I was going to get you cake. And you've been mad at me before. Really.
And
for
I
not
also
getting
think
you cake.
it's a great first phone for a kid. Like the cheaper alternative.
Yeah. You know? Well, iOS in general, I mean, there's a lot of options out there, but in terms of, you could say, well, what about a cheaper Android device? I'm like, hello, Android does kind of rule the roost when it comes to cheaper devices, which is one of the reasons why it's proliferated like it has. This is a question that I had for you. Where did you get the idea of taking me to a Weird Al concert for my birthday?
Well, it all started on a rainy day in Seattle, literally.
So every day?
I was driving down the road, listening to the radio, and Weird Al happened to be on the radio. And this was about the time that I was thinking, what do you get a guy that has everything he needs? You know, he has everything he needs. And if he really...
You just ignore me shaking my head no.
So, all of a sudden, I heard them interviewing Weird Al, and I was like, Weird Al? I wonder if he has any shows playing. And it just happens. It was meant to be, I think, because I looked online, and he was playing literally the day before we left for Iowa. And I even thought about, I said...
And it was literally like the day before.
And I thought, well...
Hours before, really.
Yeah. And I should have got the tickets. I saw great tickets like on the third row of the stage, and they were great tickets and not much price difference. And I should have grabbed them, but then I thought, we're leaving to Iowa the next day. I don't know. I don't think this can happen.
I could have had third row.
I know.
That would have been the best.
Seriously, the next day I looked, they were all gone.
Well, of course, it's a Weird Al show.
And I had to grab them. I grabbed the next best thing, and I was like, I'm getting these. I gotta grab them, and I grabbed them. I was like, I don't care if we don't sleep for, like, just an hour of sleep, but...
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
It was worth it.
It was so much fun.
Mario Avides asks, are your 2 dogs with you guys? No, they're staying with a friend who's house sitting back in Seattle. What are your favorite TV shows? Asks David Potters. Take it away.
I love
Real Housewives of X.
The OC only now.
Actually,
I gotta cut it down. It's too many.
I'm a real house husband of the OCD.
Yes, this is true. But I also like criminal shows, like Real Interrogations and things like that on Netflix, and those shows are fun.
I still think you're studying to learn how to murder me.
You see me writing notes.
Like, she's like, okay, cyanide. All right. Wish I could get into your Google history. It'll go from her search history would go. You'd be all over the map, like lipstick shade red, lipstick shade red, Seattle, chloroform.
Ted Bundy.
Yeah. She's psycho. I'm kidding. You're not psycho. You are crazy for marrying me though.
What are your favorite shows? TikTok.
I always stopped for Frasier. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I didn't even really watch it when it was live. I mean, not live. When it was running, as a show. Now I just watch it in reruns. Beyond that, I like Robot Chicken. Used to love the Weird Al show when he had it. Wish that could have continued.
I saw some of those. Yeah. They were funny.
Saturday morning stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Did you buy any Twitter followers? Asks Nolan's Vlogs. And I was your 125,000th follower. That's awesome.
That's cool.
I do not buy Twitter followers. Nope. It's not organic.
It's pointless. Right?
Really, because you're buying something. We've talked about this, actually.
Yeah.
What have you said about
Because
this?
I've wondered why people do that, and I think it's pointless.
Well, they do it because it gives them kind of like a false sense of like importance. Like people will look and say, "Oh, he's got 1,000 followers, therefore he must be important."
But then I see they have, let's see, 100,000 followers, but they're listed in none, and they're not verified. So I'm like, hmm.
And they're following 100,000 people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can
So
I can see him a mile away.
I'm starting to spot out the fakers.
Yeah, but I've taught you how to kind
hmm
of look for
Yeah,
kind of like
because
telltale signs.
I've wondered, I've asked, like, ooh, so and so's following me. They have like 100,000 followers, but they're also following 100,000 people.
Yeah, that's really I think the difficult part when it comes to social is numbers. Like so this is what's challenging, right? We produce videos, we produce content on a regular basis, on a daily basis with YouTube. And some people look at the view count as the only count. And I think that's fair. And there's definitely some people who have tremendous view count and amazing community engagement too. I wish we can get there. I don't know necessarily what's missing, but I'm doing the best I can possibly do the way that I want to do it. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, well, there's plenty of other alternatives out there. Plenty of other videos to watch. I have a certain style, and that's how Diana found me, really, because of my style or lack thereof. Well, I mean, on video presence and this kind of communication. But you know, I look for a deeper engagement than just a view count. It doesn't boil down to view count. It doesn't boil down to follower count. I'll put it this way: I've got 29,000 followers on Instagram, and on the average day may get about the same amount of likes that you might get on Instagram, and you got a fraction of the followers. So it's not the follower count. It's about not just who's following, but who's engaged, who stays following. This is one of the reasons why I don't like doing giveaways. Like, oh, we're giving away, if you subscribe or if you do this or if you do that. It's just fake. It's just not. I wish I could do it differently than the way I'm doing it now because I want to have a legitimate connection with community. I don't want to have to really kind of guess that you're paying attention. I would, like I said, the only reason why I'm doing TLDR live on Fridays is because the engagement has been good with the other TLDRs live on Fridays. And otherwise it's not as much fun for me. I want to have a real true community connection and engagement. I mean, it's why the TLDRs on Friday I think are turning more into the weekly Q&A stuff.
Yeah.
But just again to answer, we're answering or kind of talking around that particular question. Everyone's inflating your ego. Yes, I see.
These might be a little bit behind.
I think we're lagged because of
okay.
the bandwidth
Yeah.
issue that we have going on here. This is what has me worried. I hope this
Yeah.
video saves. Okay. All right, Diana, and we're gonna start slowing down and closing out because I don't want to run too long or too far over a half hour because I know people start tuning out. Here we go. Mr. Warning Hazard. He's asking, do you guys prefer iPad mini over iPad? Personally, I like the iPad, but Diana, I think you are the target demographic for the iPad mini. Do you prefer the iPad mini over the iPad because you've now had both?
I do, because it's smaller and it fits in my purse, and I just pull it out kind of. I don't know. I feel better pulling it out in public than I do the iPad regular. But my parents love the regular iPad. They would never like the iPad.
What are they using it for?
They look at pictures, and there's like 2 apps they can use that don't require internet. One of them is a horse app. It's kind of neat. Like you feed the little horse, and I don't know. It's fun.
I was like, a horse app? What?
And I mean, they like it because it's bigger.
Yeah.
It's easier to see. But I like the little ones.
I think I'm fine with the mini, like in a pinch, but I definitely see the difference. I can see the difference. Most people can't. For you, it was an upgrade from the iPad 2 to the iPad mini because it was the same resolution but higher PPI. So the text was actually clearer for you. But I moved from a Retina to an iPad mini. So for me, the iPad mini is a nice bedroom knock around. I need to pick it up, check, web page real quick, and then set it down. Here. I don't know if we really have too many other questions here that haven't been answered or can be answered, unfortunately. But someone was asking about my stout. It's a dark stout, and it's pretty good. I'm happy with it. Um, I don't know how many more I'm going to be having because after we wrap this up today, I've got to edit the next vlog because tomorrow we're doing something that you can see in the Pirillo vlog. I hate to spoil things.
I know.
I don't want to like publish a photo like immediately if I want to people. The vlog is really it's become I think a pretty deep part of our life, really.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we do everything in it.
Baby.
I had to, hun. It was.
He's cut off, guys. That was his last fart of the day. Did you use it wisely?
You tell me.
It doesn't stink.
Oh, thank God.
No, it doesn't stink. Thank goodness.
All right, let's see if we can get one more question before closing her out. Has Diana? Okay, we'll leave with this one. Has Diana from Daniel Williams has Diana? God damn, what the hell is this stuff? Good. Has Diana seen the old episodes of Call for Help on Tech TV? I do not believe so.
No, just the ones that I think just the two most popular ones.
Did you see the one where Weird Al called in?
No, really?
That's how he remembers me.
What?
What I want before I die, I want an email from Weird Al Yankovic. I would settle for a tweet at this point. A tweet from Weird Al Yankovic.
Let's make that happen, guys.
Forget the likes.
Yeah.
Give me a tweet from Weird Al Yankovic.
Let's all tweet him and tell him to tweet.
You guys
Chris.
don't understand. This is like of all the artists that are out there or were out there when I was in the 7th grade. I was even telling Diana, he's the one that still has a career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's still around. He's still as relevant for an audience. I mean, there's people young and old at his shows. I mean, he's really, I don't know. He's someone I guess I kind of grew up with, past the 7th grade.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm ever going to stop listening to Weird Al. I don't think I'm going to stop loving Star Wars and Lego bricks. And we don't want to spoil too many things.
Yeah.
So thank you for that final question. Thanks again for engaging. Keep that thumb up, hon. Yay. Don't knock him out with your ring. There we go. And oh, I can't say anything.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, was that in the vlog?
Oh, I don't think it was
in the vlog. So Grandpa, he will be in the...
Let's say how old he is.
90... Mom? How old's Grandpa? 98 years old. We're sitting there eating lunch, and he goes... He picks up Diana's hand, he looks at it and he goes... Woo! You just want to make sure. What do you say? You just want to make sure it's legit, or
something like that.
Something like that, or
Yeah.
proper, or
yeah. And I'm like, he's 98 and he has great hearing first of all, and then great vision. So
well, he's got vision only in his right eye, and he's got hearing aids.
yeah. Well,
He lost the sight in
Really?
in one of his eyes in a dynamite accident when he was growing up. He grew up in coal mining towns around Iowa, and they had dynamite. So they were screwing around and around a
he's
little
so
much.
sweet.
Yes, he's a good guy. Grandpa's a good guy. I have said he's family.
Yeah.
He's never going to see
You
this.
guys have seen him.
Yes, in the world's oldest geek video on YouTube. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm glad we try to cut it off at a half hour because usually it means we're going to 40 minutes. Hopefully everyone who's not watching this live will still participate, if not by leaving a comment, certainly showing up potentially for the next TLDR live next week, a week from now, which will be my birthday, my 40th birthday, and I will do that celebration with you, that live TLDR with you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, for sharing, for being there for me, just like I try to be there for you, even when I'm away from home in the comfort zone. But thank you once again. And no, don't wave. Oh. Well, we never wave. We don't want to say goodbye.
Oh, see you later.
No, not just see you later, but we'll
See you later.